What if I told you that Travis Barker's perfect marriage to Kourtney Kardashian was built on a lie? A lie that involves Kim Kardashian, a secret affair, and a confession that just shattered everything. And no, this isn't just another rumor. This time, the truth finally came out. And it's messier than anyone could have imagined. Stay with me because what you're about to hear will completely change how you see this family. Welcome back to the channel. If you're obsessed with celebrity drama and want the real tea on what's happening behind closed doors with the Kardashians, you're in the right place. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, because we're diving deep into the most explosive Kardashian scandal of the year. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's rewind for a second. Remember when Kourtney and Travis got together? It was like watching a fairy tale unfold in real time. The public displays of affection, the passionate posts on Instagram, the beach proposal in Montecito, California in October 2021. Travis literally said, "I believe she's my soulmate." And we all believed it. They were the power couple. After years of watching Kourtney deal with Scott Disick's drama, we finally saw her happy. Travis seemed like the guy who would never hurt her. He worshipped her. He protected her. He stood up for her against her own family. But here's the thing about fairy tales. They're not real, because beneath all those romantic gestures and couple photos was a secret that Travis and Kim had been keeping for almost 2 decades. And when that secret finally came to light, it didn't just threaten Travis and Kourtney's marriage. It destroyed the already fragile relationship between the Kardashian sisters. So what exactly happened? How did we get here? And most importantly, who's telling the truth? Let's go back to where it all started. Picture this. It's the early 2000s. The Kardashians aren't the global empire they are today. Kim is literally known as Paris Hilton's closet organizer. She's in Paris's shadow, building her network, trying to make connections in Hollywood. And that's when Travis Barker enters the picture. At the time, Travis was dating Paris Hilton herself. Yes, the Paris Hilton, the ultimate 2000s icon. They were hooking up, hanging out, living that rock star lifestyle. And because Kim was Paris's friend, she was constantly around them. That's also how Kourtney got introduced to Travis. Through these hangout sessions with Paris and Kim, they were all just friends, right? Wrong. In Travis's memoir, Can I Say?, he opens up about something he'd never publicly admitted before. He talks about his attraction to Kim. He describes a trip to Amsterdam in 2006, where he, some band members, Kim and Paris all went together. They rode bikes around the city, hung out, had fun. But Travis couldn't stop thinking about Kim. In his own words, he thought she was so hot. He was checking her out constantly. And here's the kicker. He describes his relationship with Paris as just a hookup, not serious dating, which, if you ask me, is pretty disrespectful to Paris, but that's a whole other conversation. So what happened next? Travis and Paris broke up, and suddenly, Travis started seeking Kim out. They had dinners together, they went to lunch, just the two of them. The chemistry was there, the attraction was undeniable. But here's where Travis's story gets interesting, because despite all of this, he claimed nothing physical ever happened. He said he wanted to be a gentleman, that he never crossed that line with Kim, and for years, that's the story he stuck to. But before we believe Travis's claim that he was being a gentleman, we need to talk about his track record. Because when it comes to relationships, Travis Barker has one consistent pattern: infidelity. This isn't speculation. Travis himself has openly admitted to being unfaithful in his previous marriages. He confessed to cheating on his ex-wife, Shauna Moakler, with 13 different women. At the same time, 13? Let that sink in, and it wasn't just Shauna. Travis admitted that in his first marriage to Melissa Kennedy, he was unfaithful from the very beginning. We're talking weeks into the relationship, he was already cheating. Even when he started dating Kourtney, Travis expressed his reluctance toward monogamy. He talked about loving his independence, about not being the type of guy who commits easily. These are his own words, not tabloid rumors. So when Travis says he was a perfect gentleman with Kim and never crossed any lines, do we really believe that? Especially knowing what we know now about his history? Kourtney certainly didn't. She's revealed that Travis's cheating behavior has always concerned her. She's always been aware of his past with Kim, and it made her uncomfortable. In her own words, she said seeing Travis and Kim together at family gatherings made her nervous and sick. She felt like she was second choice. Think about that. Even in her happiest relationship, Kourtney was haunted by the ghost of Kim and Travis's connection. So fast forward to recently. Kourtney and Travis's marriage, once so passionate and public, started showing cracks. Travis began withdrawing from Kourtney. Despite her efforts to keep the relationship strong, he kept pulling away. Finally, they sat down for a deep conversation about their marriage and how to save it. And during this conversation, Travis said something that changed everything. He told Kourtney that he should have stayed with Kim. Can you imagine? Your husband, the man you thought was your soulmate, tells you he wishes he'd ended up with your sister instead. The betrayal, the humiliation, the rage. Kourtney immediately jumped in her car and drove straight to Kim's house. When she got there, Khloe and Kris were also present, which probably made the whole situation even more intense. According to insiders, the confrontation was explosive. Security had to separate the sisters at one point because things got so heated. Kourtney walked in, and the first thing she screamed at Kim was, "Did you ever have sex with Travis?" Kim's initial response? She said no. But Kourtney collapsed on the floor in tears. She told Kim that she wouldn't be mad, she just needed to know the truth. She deserved the truth after all these years of wondering, worrying, feeling like second best. And that's when everything changed. Kim looked at Kris. There was this moment of silence. And then Kim admitted it. It only happened once. It was nothing. According to Kim, the affair happened exactly once. And there was nothing romantic about it. She claimed that she and Travis were never in love with each other. But here's what Kim revealed about how it happened, and honestly, this makes it worse. She said they were watching a movie together in bed. Things got increasingly intimate. One thing led to another, and they slept together. Now, Kim's trying to downplay this by saying it only happened once, and that she immediately knew there was nothing romantic between them. But think about it. You're in bed with your friend's future husband, watching a movie, and you decide to sleep with him? That's not an accident. That's not a mistake. That's a choice. And apparently, it wasn't even just that one time in Travis's mind. According to Kim, Travis tried to win her over for some time after they hooked up. So he was pursuing her, trying to turn it into something more. But Kim wasn't interested, which raises another question. If Kim really thought it was nothing, why did she keep it a secret for almost 20 years? Why did she lie to Kourtney's face multiple times when these rumors kept resurfacing over the years? The answer is simple. She knew exactly what it would do to her sister. After the confession, Kourtney tried to physically attack Kim, but Khloe quickly stepped in to stop her. Can you blame Kourtney? For years, she's dealt with Kim's bullying, Kim's control over the family, Kim's need to always be the center of attention. And now she finds out that Kim slept with the man who's now her husband? That's not just betrayal. That's a violation of everything sisters are supposed to mean to each other. Since the confrontation, Kourtney has distanced herself from Travis for several days. According to Kris Jenner, Kourtney needs time for herself and needs to think about what to do with this situation. And honestly, who could blame her? Her marriage is on the rocks. Her sister betrayed her. Her entire family seems to enable Kim's behavior. It's like Kourtney is fighting a battle on all fronts. Meanwhile, Travis is furious with Kim. According to him, she's spreading lies to stir up problems between him and Kourtney. He claims the marriage was already on the verge of breaking up and that Kim chose the perfect moment to make the final push. But is that really what happened? Or is Travis just angry that his past finally caught up with him? Because let's be real here. If Kim is lying, why would she suddenly admit to something that makes her look terrible? What does she gain from confessing to an affair with her sister's husband? Absolutely nothing. Travis's story doesn't add up. To truly understand this situation, we need to talk about the family dynamics that have been brewing for years. Kim and Kourtney's relationship has been on the back burner for the past year, maybe longer. The two sisters couldn't stand each other long before this affair revelation came to light. When Kourtney found love with Travis, she made a decision. She decided she'd had enough of reality TV and just wanted to focus on her family and kids. She started keeping her personal life private, which is completely understandable after living in the spotlight for so many years. But this frustrated Kim immensely. Kim complained that she had to work harder to fill Kourtney's void on the show. She said that revealing everything about their lives was the whole point of doing reality TV. In other words, Kim expected Kourtney to continue exploiting her personal life for content, and when Kourtney refused, Kim saw it as betrayal, but it goes deeper than just the show. Kourtney has been trying to distance herself from her sisters because she feels like they've been hating on her, especially Kim. She's talked about how Kim constantly bullies her, and how the rest of the Kardashian family enables Kim's behavior. And why do they enable it? Probably because Kim is the cash cow. She's the one with the most influence, the biggest brand, the most power. So everyone falls in line behind Kim, including Kris Jenner. Here's something interesting that often gets overlooked. Kourtney is the only Kardashian sibling who doesn't let Kris control her. Think about it. Kim does everything Kris says. Khloe follows Kris's lead. Kendall and Kylie have their own things going on, but they still play the family game. But Kourtney, she's always been the rebel. She's always pushed back against Kris's need for control and exploitation. And that's created a strained relationship between Kourtney and Kris over the years. It explains why Kris openly favors Kim over Kourtney. It's not even subtle anymore. So when this affair revelation came out and Kris was present during the confrontation, you have to wonder, whose side was she really on? Was she supporting Kourtney, the daughter who'd just been betrayed? Or was she protecting Kim, her favorite child and biggest moneymaker? My guess is the latter. Travis Barker has even called out this family dynamic. He's been angry with Kim for constantly bullying Kourtney. The final straw was when Kim used Kourtney's children against her in an argument. Travis sent a strong warning to Kim to back off, but apparently that warning wasn't enough to stop Kim. She's continued her behavior, and now this affair confession feels like the ultimate power move. Whether intentional or not, Kim has proven once again that she's untouchable in this family. So let's address the elephant in the room. Who's telling the truth here? Travis claims Kim is lying and spreading rumors to destroy his marriage. But his own memoir admits to being attracted to Kim, spending alone time with her, and pursuing her after breaking up with Paris. He's also admitted to being a serial cheater in every relationship he's ever had. Kim admits the affair happened once, but downplays its significance. However, she kept it a secret for nearly 20 years and lied about it multiple times when rumors surfaced. That doesn't exactly scream honesty. And Kourtney? She's the victim in all of this. She's been living with the insecurity of knowing Travis had feelings for Kim, and now she's discovered that her worst fears were true. Here's what I think really happened. Travis and Kim definitely hooked up, probably more than once if we're being honest. Travis wanted it to be more, but Kim wasn't interested because she knew it would complicate things with her family. So they both buried it and moved on. Years later, Travis falls for Kourtney. Maybe genuinely, or maybe because she was the closest thing he could get to Kim. Either way, he thought the past was buried. But secrets like this never stay buried forever. So where does this leave everyone? Kourtney's marriage is hanging by a thread. She's taking time to figure out what to do, but can she really come back from this? Her husband admitted he should have stayed with her sister. Her sister admitted to sleeping with him. Her mother probably won't even take her side. Kourtney's been isolated from her family for a while now, and this situation has only made it worse. The question is, will she choose Travis or will she choose herself? As for Travis, his reputation is taking hit after hit. First, people started questioning whether his relationship with Kourtney was genuine or just for publicity. Now, this affair admission makes him look like exactly what his ex-wife said he was, a cheater who can't be trusted. And Kim? Well, Kim will probably survive this like she survives everything else. She'll play the victim, claim she was just being honest after years of keeping a secret, and eventually, the family will rally around her because that's what they always do. But here's the thing that nobody's talking about. This could be the final nail in the coffin for the Kardashian family as we know it. For years, we've watched the Kardashians present themselves as a tight-knit family who always have each other's backs. But this situation reveals what many of us have suspected for a long time. Beneath the surface, this family is toxic. Kim's need for control and attention, Kris's favoritism and manipulation, the enabling of bad behavior, the competition between sisters, it's all coming to a head. And Kourtney is the one paying the price. This isn't just about an affair. This is about years of resentment, jealousy, and dysfunction finally exploding in the most public way possible. Will Kourtney forgive Travis? Will she ever speak to Kim again? Can this family actually recover from something like this? Honestly, I don't know. But what I do know is that nothing will ever be the same for the Kardashians after this. So what do you think? Is Travis lying about the extent of the affair? Should Kourtney forgive Kim? And most importantly, would you be able to forgive your sister if she did something like this to you? Let me know in the comments below because I want to hear your thoughts on this absolutely wild situation. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into celebrity drama. And remember, the truth always comes out eventually. Always. See you in the next video.